What's up, guys? Welcome to It's Byron, Not Brian, my very first YouTube upload. I've got a lot of comments and questions and all kinds of things asked about my garden on Facebook groups. So I thought that my first video, kind of take you through it and show you how I build it, how it's laid out, watering zones, all that kind of thing. So this is the back side. Got a frog pond here. I've had that for many years. It's got some goldfish in it. It's got lots of frogs. I have my perennial garden here. You have coneflowers and black-eyed Susans and all stuff for the pollinators, which is really nice. I have my shutoffs for my 8-zone watering system, which I will get into shortly. And then this is the actual garden. I am new to gardening. This is my second year ever. Last year, I put the fence up and I tilled up the ground traditionally, like my parents did growing up, and it was a failure. So I decided that I was gonna build a raised bed garden system this year. Let's get into it. So, I'm practicing the square foot gardening method, which I'll probably make a video about that in and of itself. So I know exactly, because of that, I know exactly how big my garden is. There are 4 interior beds, 1, 2, 3, and 4 back there, and they are 4 feet by 10 feet, so they are 40 square feet a piece. And I decided to make them 4 feet across because that is reasonably about as far as one can reach. I can get about the middle sitting here on the ledge. And so then I can go and I can harvest on the other side. The perimeter beds are only 2 feet wide, and that's on purpose because, you know, again, you can't reach from where the fence is over there. You can only reach on this side, hence, 2 feet across. So the front, I believe this is my perennials. They're about 15, 16 feet long. The side beds here are, I want to say 23 feet long. And then the back bed is 33 feet long. It's a long one. I have, in addition to the raised beds, I've done some vertical growing here. I have these cattle panels that are 16-foot cattle panels, and they are arched over. One single cattle panel makes up one of these full arches. And then the north side of the bed is over here, and these are your tall plants. So the indeterminate tomatoes, sunflowers, cucumbers. These are pole beans that are going crazy. And then I have these rollers. And the idea with these, I saw on another YouTube channel, is that you strap use these little clips here, and you clip the tomato plants as they grow up. And it appears that the cucumbers are deciding to go up them as well. Oh, you can hear the frogs. But yeah, so I think I made a mistake with this pathway. It's like 3 feet wide. I probably should have made it a little bit wider. As you can see, the panels are starting to bow out ever so slightly. I ordered some bags to be able to hold up the watermelon and apparently this pumpkin that decided to grow on the fence. Like I said, this is all new to me. This is my second year ever, so I'm learning a lot. In the middle, I guess in the walkways, I put mulch to keep the weeds down. That's done a really good job. The beds themselves are constructed out of untreated, or at least the sideboards are untreated lumber, 2x10s. The top plate is treated. In hindsight, I know that they say that treated lumber is safe. It didn't used to be. Used to have arsenic and other bad stuff in it. They say it's safe now, so I'll probably have to redo these beds, because you can see that the water is already starting to make its way through, and I don't have high hopes for how long this untreated construction lumber is going to last. So we'll see. If I get a couple years out of it, I guess I'll be happy. And then I'll go to treated lumber all the way around so I don't have to reconstruct my beds every couple of years. As for the watering system, I have 8-zone watering system that is controlled by the cloud. So my phone, I could set up the watering system in each zones. So the 4 beds are zone 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this bed here to right there, zone 5. Zone 6 goes back corner to about the middle back there. And then 7 goes back to the pumpkins and around. And then 8 goes there. And they go in succession. So they water for however long I tell them to, and then it moves on to the next one. It will skip if I get enough amount of rain, a predetermined amount. I have a weather station up there which is tied to the watering system. So if we get rain, it doesn't waste water. I'm going to go to my dying cucumber plant here and show you the little link tap devices there. They're about 70 bucks a piece. I ran PEX tubing from that master manifold that I showed you to each one of these with another shut off there, so I can manually shut it off if I have an issue with the, here's a better view, with the link tap device itself. So far so good though. I've been using those around my property for years, and they've been pretty bulletproof, assuming they have Wi-Fi range. The fencing, people ask about the fencing. That's just regular old 6-foot mesh fence that I picked up at Lowe's. Nothing fancy there. And then same thing with the posts, every so far to rigidity for the fence. Does a pretty good job of keeping the deer out. Lighting system, these are controlled through Alexa, and I only have them on when I'm out here because people say, oh, it's going to bring in bugs, and they're right, moths and whatnot, but it looks really pretty at night. I'll make another video with those. That system back there I showed you with the rollers, I'm not happy with, but again, it's my second year, so I'm learning stuff. I did not think that a 4x4 post, it's hard to see in the video, but a 4x4 post would lean and twist like it is. Same thing with the support ones in the middle. They are leaning in pretty hard. So I'm gonna have to find a way to secure those. It's hard to tell in the video, but it's definitely leaning towards me. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to pour some concrete in the backside and tie some steel cable and pull it back. I don't know. This is all a learning experience for me, for sure. The gate, I hand made that myself with just some 1-bys, and then I stapled the fencing to it. Pretty simple. I built this by myself in about 2 weeks, something like that. Like I said, the fence was already up, so I built the beds inside of the fence perimeter. I do think it worked out very well. So if you have any comments or suggestions or spot something I did wrong, this isn't going to have the production quality right away of say a Mr. Beast video, because like I said, this is my first time, but I get so many questions and comments, people asking me about my garden, that I decided it was time to start my own little channel. And here we go with the first video. Give me a like. I'm a noob. Thanks.